Some women over 50 walk into a room and, without saying a word, every head turns. There's no flashy logo, no over-the-top trends, no dramatic makeup. But something about them quietly commands attention. You feel their presence, their elegance, their ease. It's not about youth. It's not about wealth. It's about refined style, crafted through intention, through details, and through secrets they almost never speak out loud. But today, we're pulling back the curtain. We're diving into the styling choices that elegant, high-class women over 50 have mastered. Those subtle techniques that elevate even the simplest outfit into something unforgettable. Techniques that don't scream for attention, but make sure you're never overlooked. These aren't tips you'll find in glossy fashion magazines. These are the lived-in habits, the thoughtful touches, the invisible rules that transform how you look, and more importantly, how you feel in your clothes. And if you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, I used to feel more powerful in what I wore, or caught yourself defaulting to comfort, but missing that spark of sophistication, this is your moment. Because once you understand these 25 secrets, your style will never be the same again. Not louder, not younger, just more you. Let's begin. Let's begin where true elegance always starts, not with labels, trends, or price tags, but with structure. If you look closely at women who are effortlessly elegant, there's a pattern. Their clothing isn't just beautiful, it holds shape. It frames them, supports them, enhances their natural presence. It's intentional. And that's where the first layer of style begins, the power of structure. Because here's the truth, structure speaks before color does. Before people notice your outfit's hue or your accessories, they notice your shape, your lines, your posture. And all of that starts with how your clothes fit and fall on your body. High-class women don't overcomplicate. They follow a simple styling principle known as the rule of three. 3 dominant style elements in any outfit. That could be 3 colors, 3 key garments, or 3 statement pieces. For example, a well-cut pair of pants, a silk blouse, and a structured blazer. Or maybe a monochrome outfit in camel, finished with a patterned scarf and statement earrings. The moment you add a 4th or 5th competing piece, too many prints, too many layers, too many accessories, you risk looking cluttered. And clutter is the opposite of elegance. Why 3? Because 3 creates balance. It's just enough to look thoughtful, but never overdone. It draws the eye through the outfit in a smooth, intentional way. It also creates clarity, and elegance always feels clear and composed. Now let's get into something that seems small, but makes a massive difference: shoulder fit. Elegant women never buy a jacket, blouse, or dress without doing the shoulder check. Why? Because how a garment sits on your shoulders determines how it drapes on your entire body. If the shoulders are too wide, everything sags. Too narrow, and the fabric pulls and bunches in all the wrong places. Here's a quick test. Stand in front of the mirror. The seam of your shirt or jacket should sit right at the edge of your natural shoulder, not over it, and not before it. The line should create a clean angle from shoulder to sleeve, not a droop or a dent. Even a $40 blazer can look like a designer piece if the shoulders fit perfectly. And even a $400 jacket can look sloppy if they don't. So, always do the shoulder check. That clean frame sets the tone for everything else you wear. Let me introduce you to a concept I teach all my clients: the silhouette anchor. This is the one piece in your outfit that creates structure. It holds your shape and defines your overall presence. Think of it like the backbone of your look. It could be a sharply tailored blazer, a sleek belt that defines your waist, a clean, pointed-toe shoe that elongates your leg, even a well-fitting pair of high-rise trousers. The silhouette anchor is what prevents an outfit from feeling like it's just clothes. It adds purpose. Without it, your look can feel loose, undefined, even a little tired. Here's how to use it. When you're dressing, choose your soft or casual pieces first. Maybe a cozy sweater, flowy blouse, or jersey dress. Then ask, what will anchor this outfit? What will create that visual click that says, this was styled, not thrown together? Once you add that anchor, the whole look pulls into place. It's like placing the final puzzle piece. You go from casual to collected. If there's one styling truth that separates elegant women from the rest, it's this: tailoring makes everything look expensive. High-class women know they don't need a closet full of designer labels. They need a closet full of clothes that fit them like they were made for their body. That's the secret. Even mid-range or affordable clothing can look luxurious if it's tailored to your shape. And yet, so many women over 50 settle for clothes that almost fit because it feels easier. But you deserve better than almost. Here's the trick. Build a relationship with a good tailor, or even just a reliable dry cleaner that offers basic alterations. Hem those trousers to hit at your most flattering ankle point. Bring in the waist of that blouse so it doesn't balloon. Shorten the sleeves on that jacket so they end at your wrist, not your knuckles. These are small changes with big results. They take your outfit from off the rack to custom fit. And nothing says elegance like clothes that honor your frame exactly as it is right now. Not 10 years ago, not 10 pounds ago. Now. And tailoring doesn't have to be expensive. Many adjustments are under $20. Think of it as an investment in your confidence. When your clothes fit you properly, you stand taller, move smoother, and feel more at home in your own skin. So as we begin this journey into styling secrets, remember this: you don't need more clothes. You need better shape. You don't need louder pieces. You need smarter structure. Because before the scarf, before the earrings, before the shoes, structure is what people see. It's what sets the tone. It's what tells the world, I may be over 50, but I've never been. Elegance doesn't shout. It doesn't wave its arms or beg to be noticed. True elegance is composed, like music. Each note matters. Each pause has purpose. And in style, your colors, your textures, and your combinations are your instruments. Let's talk about how elegant women use these elements, quietly, confidently, to create what I call a visual symphony. One of the most underrated styling tools for women over 50 is monochrome dressing. But let's be clear, this isn't about wearing head-to-toe black or beige and calling it done. It's about layering shades, amouns, and textures within the same color family to create richness, depth, and intention. Take navy, for example. A navy silk blouse with slightly darker navy trousers, topped with a slate-toned cardigan. Suddenly, that single color look feels layered, elegant, and dimensional, not flat. Or consider an all-cream ensemble. Think, a light ivory knit, soft taupe trousers, and a camel-toned coat. Same family, different tones. The trick is to vary texture, mixing smooth with nubby, matte with soft shine. This type of dressing exudes elegance because it feels effortless. It looks expensive, even if every piece was bought on a budget, because it shows a level of refinement that doesn't rely on flash. It whispers confidence. Now let's talk texture, the overlooked but essential partner to color. High-class women don't just rely on fabric quality. They master texture contrast to create subtle visual depth in every outfit. When done right, this technique elevates even a simple neutral look into something rich and layered. Imagine this: a soft cashmere sweater tucked into smooth wool trousers, finished with a pebbled leather handbag and suede ankle boots. No bright colors, no patterns, and yet the outfit sings. Why? Because each texture catches the light differently. It plays with the eye. It feels intentional. The key is balance. Limit yourself to 2 or 3 textures per outfit. Too many, and it feels chaotic. Too few, and it falls flat. Elegant women know how to blend just enough difference to keep things interesting without being loud. They might combine crisp cotton with silk, velvet with matte wool, knitwear with leather. Even accessories matter here. A smooth metal cuff against a knit sleeve can transform the tone of your look. Every elegant woman I've worked with has something in common. She eventually lands on her signature palette, a set of colors that feel like her, energizing, empowering, and deeply aligned with how she wants to show up in the world. Your signature colors don't need to be dramatic. In fact, they usually aren't. They're the tones that complement your skin, bring light to your eyes, and give your complexion warmth. But more than that, they reflect your spirit. Are you grounded and serene? Soft earth tones, warm olives, muted golds, gentle browns might be your palette. Are you bold and expressive? Jewel tones like emerald, sapphire, or rich berry might match your inner light. Do you radiate calm and grace? Perhaps soft lavenders, pale blues, and cool grays bring your elegance to the surface. Choosing your signature palette means you build a wardrobe that mixes and matches easily. Everything belongs together. Shopping becomes simpler. Packing for trips becomes effortless. And every outfit starts to feel like a natural extension of you. Signature colors aren't just about beauty. They're about identity. And that's why they're so powerful. Now, let's elevate things further with what I call the harmony principle. It's the art of mixing contrast, intentionally, without clashing. Many women avoid combining cool tones and warm tones out of fear. They think silver and camel can't coexist, that olive and charcoal will never agree. But high-class women know the trick. If the tones are muted or deepened, they can actually enhance each other. Picture this: a warm camel coat layered over a cool navy turtleneck, a taupe skirt paired with a dusty rose blouse, or warm bronze earrings worn with a charcoal cashmere wrap. The secret is using soft transitions, blending a dominant tone with a complementary undertone. Nothing too sharp, nothing too bold, just enough to add interest and sophistication. This isn't about color blocking. It's about creating a mood, a palette that feels artful, layered, grown up. Think of it like jazz. A little tension creates beauty. The right contrast keeps the look from being flat. It invites the eye in and rewards the second glance. So when you think about elevating your style, don't rush for more accessories or louder clothes. Look first at the composition. Are your colors working together like a well-written song? Are your textures adding warmth and intention? Are you dressing in tones that match the woman you've become? Because elegance isn't about perfection. It's about harmony. It's about showing up fully and letting every part of your outfit reflect the quiet, composed strength within you. There's a moment, just before you leave the house, where your outfit is almost complete. You've got the basics: your top, your bottom, maybe even your shoes. You glance in the mirror and think, it's fine. But here's the thing: fine isn't elegant. Fine doesn't turn heads. Fine doesn't make you feel unforgettable. What transforms fine into finished, what separates a good outfit from an elevated one, is what I call the third element rule. High-class women know that a stylish outfit isn't made up of just two pieces, a top and a bottom. It's completed by a third. And that third element? It's where the magic happens. This might be a blazer layered over a blouse and pants, a silk scarf added to a dress, a statement necklace resting over a simple turtleneck, a structured vest added to a shirt and jeans. The third-piece rule turns a basic look into a composed ensemble. It shows intention. It says, I thought about this. I care about the details. I'm here. You'll notice this consistently with elegant women. They never walk out the door in just a shirt and pants. There's always one more detail that ties everything together. Something that brings depth, dimension, or a sense of completion. And it doesn't have to be formal. Even with casual looks, think jeans and a tee, a linen blazer, or a long pendant necklace elevates everything in an instant. Once your main pieces are in place, ask yourself, what small thing can I add that says, I finished this look with care? This is what I call the purposeful finish. It could be a gently rolled sleeve that shows off your wrist stack. It could be a brooch pinned just off center on your blazer. It could be a colorful belt added to a monochrome outfit for contrast. It could even be the way you tuck a blouse just slightly on one side to add shape. These are the choices that don't scream, but they whisper intention. They make it clear you didn't just get dressed, you styled yourself. Let me share an example. I once worked with a client who always wore beautiful clothes, but her outfits somehow felt unfinished. When I asked her to add just one final element, a printed scarf, a metallic bracelet, even a swipe of lipstick in a color that tied to her shoes, everything clicked. She told me later, I didn't realize how much that one little step mattered. I finally felt polished. That's the power of the purposeful finish. Now let's talk about something most people get wrong, casual style. Because casual doesn't mean careless. In fact, the most elegantly relaxed looks are often the most thoughtfully put together. Elegant women don't just throw something on for the weekend. They build what I call effortful casual. Outfits that are easy, yes, but still cohesive, intentional, and flattering. Here's the formula. Start with a comfortable base, soft jeans, cotton trousers, or a midi skirt. Add a top with structure, a linen shirt, a knit polo, a tucked-in tank with clean lines. Finish with the third piece, a cropped jacket, a cardigan with texture, a light scarf, or bold sunglasses. Then, add one personal detail. This might be a patterned headband, a colored shoe, or even a playful earring. Something that says, I'm relaxed, but I still care. Effortful. Casual is where true elegance shines, because it's not about impressing anyone. It's about respecting yourself. It's about creating beauty, even in the everyday. When you show up in public, even at the grocery store with casual grace, you stand out in the most powerful way, not flashy, just refined. So here's the secret to finishing any look like an elegant woman. Don't stop at good enough. Go just one step further. Because elegance isn't something you chase. It's something you choose. In the final detail. In the extra 30 seconds you take to roll a sleeve, adjust a hem, or add a finishing touch that makes it yours. It's not effort for the sake of appearance. It's effort as a form of self-respect. So tomorrow, when you're getting dressed, ask yourself, what's my third piece? What's the one thing I can add to say, this is me, fully present? That, my friend, is where the outfit ends, and the elegance begins. If your outfit is the sentence, then accessories are the punctuation. They don't carry the message, but they shape how it's received. The most elegant women don't overload themselves with jewelry or chase trends in handbags and belts. Instead, they approach accessories like a stylist would, with precision, restraint, and clarity. Let's explore how high-class women over 50 use accessories to enhance their look, not overpower it. One of the most overlooked style secrets? The wrist stack. It's subtle, personal, and when done right, it's the perfect finishing touch. Elegant women know how to strike the perfect balance. One quality watch, clean and classic. One delicate bracelet, often in gold, silver, or rose gold. And maybe one more meaningful piece, a bangle with sentimental value, or a beaded strand that adds texture. The secret? Keep it all on one wrist. Let it tell a cohesive story. The other wrist? Leave it bare or add only a single subtle detail. This keeps things polished, never cluttered. Watch faces are simple. No oversized chronographs, just clean lines and clear dials. Bracelet metals match the watch. No clashing, just a subtle, shining stack that catches the light and the eye. The next secret is all about proportion. A beautiful handbag is wonderful, but if it overwhelms your frame, it throws everything off. High-class women understand what I call the handbag to height rule. Petite women? Medium bags that sit at or slightly above the hip. Tall women? Structured totes or long straps that balance their frame. Everyone? Bags that never droop, sag, or drag the silhouette down. Here's the visual trick. The bottom of your handbag should generally fall between your waist and upper hip, not your thigh. If it hangs too low, it shortens your look and disrupts posture. If it sits too high, it feels forced or awkward. Strap length matters. High-class women adjust their bags so the line they create enhances their outfit, often matching where their belt or waistline falls to elongate the torso. A quality handbag should look like part of the outfit, not a last-minute addition. One of the smartest ways to elevate your look? The style echo trick. This is when you subtly mirror a detail in one accessory with another, creating visual continuity without being overly matched. Examples: a burgundy shoe and a burgundy stone ring, a gold watch that echoes the hardware on your handbag, a pearl earring that quietly repeats the creamy tone of your shoes. This technique creates harmony, balance, and a sense of intentionality. It doesn't scream matching set. It whispers, "This was styled with care." When the eye picks up on these subtle repetitions, it reads your look as elegant, even if it can't explain why. And that's the power of echo. It's felt more than seen. If you study the wardrobes of elegant women, you'll notice something surprising. They repeat pieces. On purpose, and often. The same earrings, the same leather bag, the same silk scarf tied different ways. Why? Because repetition builds identity. In the world of elegance, repetition is not laziness, it's signature. It tells the world, this is my taste, this is who I am. A favorite cuff bracelet becomes part of your visual brand. A particular scarf worn in new ways becomes a recognizable flourish. A specific pair of sunglasses becomes your style stamp. This refined repetition is powerful. It removes the stress of trying to reinvent your look every day. It's sustainable, thoughtful, and extremely chic. Remember, chasing novelty often leads to clutter, but embracing your signature pieces builds clarity. And clarity is the heart of elegance. Accessories aren't decoration, they're definition. They say, I thought about this. They add shape to your expression. They provide punctuation to your style voice. So the next time you choose a bag, a bracelet, a scarf, or a shoe, don't ask, does this match? Ask, does this echo who I am? Does this finish my story? Because when styled with intention, even the smallest detail can say something unforgettable. Let's talk about something no one sees, but everyone notices. It's not your handbag, not your earrings, not even your shoes. It's what's underneath, your foundation. Because here's the truth, no one sees it, but everyone feels it. And that's why invisible elegance may be the most powerful styling secret of all. High-class women don't underestimate undergarments. In fact, they often care more about what's underneath their outfit than the outfit itself. Why? Because elegant clothing, whether it's a silk blouse, a pencil skirt, or a fitted dress, only drapes well over a smooth base. They choose seamless, flesh-toned bras and panties that disappear under clothing. No lace, no texture, no fuss. Just clean lines that support without showing. They invest in undergarments like they do outerwear because they know if the base is wrong, the look is off. That's not vanity. That's strategy. This is the golden rule. Foundation comes first. Before you reach for that new blouse or dress, ask, what's going under it? Do you need a smoothing camisole to prevent fabric from clinging? A nude-toned bra to avoid showing through white or sheer tops? A pair of seamless shorts to make trousers glide instead of bunch? Elegant women build their outfit from the inside out. They layer strategically, not for bulk, but for structure. Think of shapewear not as a tool for squeezing in, but as a way to refine the silhouette, to help clothing hang just right, to enhance confidence, not restrict comfort. Even something as simple as wearing a slip under a skirt or dress can turn a decent outfit into a stunning one. The fabric flows, the fit looks intentional, and most importantly, you feel secure. There's a reason high-class women always appear effortlessly polished. It's not magic, it's discipline. And one of their non-negotiables is what I call the no-trace rule. That means no visible panty lines, no bra straps peeking out, no gaping buttons over the bust, no bunching, rolling, or sagging layers beneath fine fabrics. They do a final check before leaving the house. They move, sit, raise their arms. If anything shifts, reveals, or disrupts the line of their clothing, it gets adjusted or replaced. They don't leave it to chance. Because elegance isn't only about looking good in stillness, it's about looking composed in motion. True elegance isn't loud, it's layered. And the layer that matters most is the one no one else sees, but you feel all day long. It gives you posture, poise, confidence. It allows your clothes to express you, not fight against your shape or distract from your message. So the next time you slip on your favorite blouse or zip up a dress, pause for a moment and ask, what's my foundation today? Because when you get that part right, the rest flows with ease. Elegance isn't a trend. It's not something you chase or copy. Elegance is a presence. It's how you carry yourself. It's the quiet confidence of knowing who you are and letting that truth show in every detail you wear. These 25 secrets weren't about fashion fads. They were about foundation, about clarity, about intention. They're the tools high-class women use to express how far they've come and how powerfully they choose to show up every single day. So now it's your turn. Which secret spoke to you most? Drop your favorite in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're taking with you. And if this video reminded you that elegance never expires, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Because this community is just getting started. You're not here to fade. You're here to walk in fully.